Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of this replay between RenieHour and Cutter here on Blistering Sands. Marines and Marauders now simply just rolling into here, a very lot of low hit point units. As more Psystorm units, are they going to get another Psystorm on that ball? No, they're not Psystorming. There we go, finally getting a Psystorm off and another Psystorm off, and you can see the army just dwindling away, but still 1075 versus 2150. And these Zealots are not enough, not merging into an Archon. Are we going to get another Psystorm? Where is that Psystorm? There it is. Zealots now coming in. 2 more High Templars coming in to join in on this fight. And now those Marauders are being forced to pull back. There is a large number of units sitting over here. Still does not know about this expansion over here to the north. As soon as that expansion is taken down, that may be it. As Cutter now going to move in and see that there is an expansion. More Zealots being warped in over here, though. As Zealots coming in over here as well. Are we going to get another high Psystorm coming in on this whole entire army? There are 2 ghosts, but those ghosts do not see the High Templar in time, losing a lot of those units. And great job by RenieHour using a smaller army to deal with an ever-imposing large infantry army with well-placed Psystorms. Back over here, a lot of Zealots. Taking a look at the unit combinations, we have 11 Zealots and 5 High Templars. Level 2 weapons upgrade now being researched, and the longer this game goes, the more that those researches are going to really make a difference. And Zealots now coming over to deal with this command center over here. This command center may need to be lifted off, as there are already SCVs coming in. Are those SCVs just going to bundle up, and this is going to be very, very bad news for them? But now in comes some more Psystorm. Zealots now coming in as well. They're and to try to deal with this whole entire massive army here. But a lot of these Marauders do not have enough energy for another stim, and that's going to be really, really bad news as more High Templars coming in. Are those High Templars going to be able to do anything here? Try to get a Psystorm, 1 Psystorm, 2 Psystorms in, perfectly placed, destroying a lot of these units on both sides here. But Cutter is able to mine out of this expansion. There are now Zealots coming in from the south side, this up ramp over here, and now this Archon dealing 9 damage, and now with 43 damage versus biological, going after some of those units, but already had some of those shields lost. And another Psystorm coming in. Are we going to get one more Psystorm off on some of these SCVs? Not quite sure. SCVs taking a fair amount of damage. Down they go. This one Psystorm taking out 7 SCVs, and this is just a great Psystorm battle here. Another proxy pylon here, most likely gonna get destroyed, but the income of RenieHour is now higher than the income of Cutter. So Cutter is trying to just constantly throw a larger and larger army. You can take a look at the losses, and the losses of RenieHour is higher at this stage in the game. Back over here, wow. Okay, a little break in the action here as Marines and Marauders very, very low on hit points and are going to try to do some sort of drop perhaps in this position. Doing a scanner sweep just to reveal 3 Zealots and another High Templar coming in, so that medevac will not be very, very smart to try to engage there. A feedback hitting a Raven there. Nicely done by RenieHour, just taking apart that Raven and now being able to get more and more off. In comes this medevac. Medevac now being dropped on that backside. Will it be able to deal enough damage with these Marines and these Marauders, taking on some of these units over here? Probes now coming in. RenieHour needs to get some units over here. It needs to pull away with those probes. Zealots now coming in. Zealots now going to run on in with that charge, go after some of those units. Psystorm missing, and now no feedback on that medevac, as that medevac has a very, very low amount of energy anyways. Over here, a large Marine infantry ball, still no weapons upgrades. More High Templars being warped in, more Zealots being warped in, and finally siege tech on these siege tanks being researched as well. So all of this off of 6 racks and 1 factory and 1 starport. The starport originally had the reactor, so was able to train up a little bit more. We also have a planetary fortress. Trying to get a feedback on that medevac, but the medevac did not have enough mana on him or energy on him to really take significant damage. And here comes another fight. Psystorm coming in, and this is going to be very, very bad indeed. An EMP shockwave was cast hit on all of these units over here, but more Psystorm coming in as well. Planetary fortress now picking off some of those units, and Cutter says GG. So yeah, that final Psystorm is really what gave the game to RenieHour. RenieHour doing a great job holding off constantly with a smaller army. Getting that amulet upgrade was just absolutely critical and key in order to hold off that ever an ever-encroaching Terran army. The Terran army also had no upgrades. If you take a look at the Zealots here, the Zealots have the level 2 weapons upgrade and the level 1 armor upgrade. So that really made a difference when trying to take down some of those Marauders, trying to taking some of that damage from those Marines. Marines only dealing 5 damage a hit instead of 6. Marauders only dealing 9 instead of 10. So those essentially, these Zealots almost had 9-10% more life across their hit points. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay here on Blistering Sands. Here's the average APMs for the players, since some of you guys have been asking for that as well. So 228 versus 218. RenieHour winning out just a little bit with some great Psystorms.